Okay, my experiences about food, I found it really good. Even if you always eat this in jerry, what's it?
Injera.
Injera, like in injera, so it's not so bad. And I really like one of your food, which is bozena.
Bozana.
Bozena.
Okay.
I really like it because I like spice food.
So Bozana Shiro.
Yeah, it was really good. Transport. Okay, I just tried these mini buses once from the airport to my host place, and it was okay. It was nothing special, I mean, normal. And taxis, you always have to bargain because my skin is white, so they think I'm stupid because my skin is white. And so you always have to bargain everywhere for everything, everything, and for a magnet too. They wanted 150 birr, which means 6 euro for just one magnet.
The magnet for the fridge?
Yeah, for the fridge. Yeah. And okay, transportation to the south where I did my journey. The road was in a good condition, I can say, comparing with other, let's say, poor country like Cambodia or Bolivia. It was in a good condition. Of course, just some path was not good, like from one tribe to the other, but I think that's normal because they live like that, so we cannot expect more than that. Then,
Where did you go in the south?
In the south I was to Omo Valley, so I visited. First stop was Arba Beach, and it was a long way. It was like 500 kilometers, so about 8 hours or less. Okay, and you stop for lunch, breakfast, whatever. And in Arba Beach you can have one tribu, which was the Dorsi village. In my opinion, nothing special. I mean, I think that who is going to visit the tribes is because they want to see like a plate and a mouth, not normal people just living in these particular houses. So I made this visit of the village, and they prepare me some bread with taking something from bananas, mixing with something else, and they cook it, and it was ready to eat. And they gave me, I don't remember, this kind of grappa, I don't remember the name. And then they make all the process of the coffee. So this could be interesting, but all the village was not that interesting. And then if you want in Arba Beach, you can have this tour on a boat and visiting the crocodiles, hippos. That's all in Arba Beach, I think. Then from there I went to Turmi, where you can see Hama tribes. And Hama tribes are the one with the red hair. The ladies just after they got married. So I know something. And I was lucky that I could see bull jumping. Which was a bit expensive. I mean, all these visits to the tribes are quite expensive. Like to see the bull jumping was 400 per.
It is
almost
more than $20.
Yeah. It's like $20 more than 25. And then just to go there, and then you have to pay 200 for the guide too. So, but it's like if you are anyway happy to help these people with this money, even if when you see these people, they don't look like unhappy. They are happy over their life. So probably because they don't know another life, so they are happy about what they have. But they are not. I mean, they have a decent life, even if without water, even if the main of one day could be just go to the river and take with tanks water. That's all what they do in one day. But they're happy like that. And then from Turmi, I went ride over a tree, and you go on the other side of the river, and you visit. This is quite particular because they wear these tribes clothes, and all the children are asking you money, or island, which is this empty plastic bottle. And yeah, it was funny there because I remember there was a child. He could be like 6 or 7, and he came just swimming on the other side. He was all my visit with me. Then he came back just swimming, and I was in the boat. And then he took my hand, and he didn't ask me anything. And then of course you are more happy to give money to these kids who doesn't bother you. And he was so sweet, really, so sweet. We share a Sprite as well. So after that I went to Gymka, and nowadays Gymka is a mess because they are building streets, everything is in construction. So the following day I went with a guide to visit Morsi village, which is the one with the plate in the mouth, and where you can feel that they are kind of aggressive, because when you go there you have to pay the visit to the village, the guide, and a scout with a Kalashnikov, because sometimes they are drunk and they could be dangerous. The guy told me like that. And so yeah, the chief of this village was really nice person. And then, as usual, they ask money to take pictures. And yeah. After that, I went to Hana village, trying to visit the Bodi tribe. But the guy told me that there is some sugar company which make really big problems to visit this village, because you should pass through the sugar company. So it was not possible anymore. And then I came back to the village, to Gymka. And I watched the football match, the first one, the good one from Ethiopia against Zambia.
African Cup.
Yeah, African Cup. And so after that, even if they didn't win, it was 1-1, but they took it like they won.
Championship.
So yeah, they really thought that they were championship. They won the championship, and everybody was like partying in the streets, making noise about it. And after that, in a bar, I met some guys that were looking the match with me, and they invited me to share beers with them, and we became friends, and blah blah blah. And then the following day I visited the museum in Gymka, which is really interesting because you can see they made some research between the tribes. So how is the woman in a tribe and the other, how are children, so they comprise everything, and you can see all the things that they used to live, and so quite interesting. After that I went to visit the Ari village, and so you see that their style of life is like our style of life probably 1 century ago or more, because they're still, I don't know how to say in English, the one who works with metal, and he made me a knife in that moment. And yeah, so children go to school, and it's interesting really to visit these tribes. And then after Ari village, nothing. I went back to Arba Beach, and from there on the way back to Addis Ababa. So this was the trip to the south. And when I was talking with some guides, I always ask if they have problems with other tribes, so fights between the tribes, and they told me yes, like Dassets with the Hamar. and the Morsi with another one, I don't remember. But the guy told me that thanks to the school, understood that other tribes are not just enemies, just because all the fights are for the grass, for the animals. So he understood that it was not exactly like an enemy, so that they can live in peace and share all the territory. And told me, and I told this to my family, so now we are more in peace with other tribes. And I was asking almost all the guides what they wanted for their future. And this guy from Parm told me that he wanted to become a doctor and help the people of his village. So, you know, even if this, especially if you're alone, these visits are quite expensive, you are not that disappointed because you help these people. At least to have an education, to go to school. And I met another guy on the path when I had a lunch, because everybody was coming to talk to me, everybody. I felt like a pope there. Everybody was greeting me and trying to talk to me. So this guy came to me in, I don't remember the name of this place, okay. And he told me his story. He was like 14 and he had to take care to some cows. So one night he was sleeping and some Aryans went to kill and eat 2 cows. So when he went to his father back, and the father saw that 2 cows were missing, he told him, okay, where are the cows? And he told about the Aryans, and so he didn't want to accept and apologize. And then just told him, okay, go away from this family. So he went to this village called Ari something, and he slept one night on the street, and then a lady went to him and told him, okay, come and sleep in my place for a while. And so she helped him to go to school, and he was really clever. So he could speak a good English as well, at least comparing with the other guys. So yeah, you met this kind of humanity stuff that really make you happy. Okay, this was the trip.